murdered, and thrown away. In my late 20s, I was a member of a local rescue squad. I received my EMT certification and made it to first lieutenant. I was also a member of the high-level rescue team from that same unit. I learned so many skills and carry it all with me still today. One very hot July day in North Carolina, we got a call that would leave an impression like many others. I always learned a life lesson from most calls, but this one was something I could always relate back to. We got a call to a location without lights or siren was the request. We didn't know the reason for the call, but we did have a pretty good idea what to expect. As we approached the dead-end road in a part of town no one lived, we noticed a town cop. We see a body next to where he was standing. The body was a young girl at the edge of a wooded area. She was naked with her throat slashed and had been dumped out like yesterday's trash. She was someone's daughter, sister, and friend. Earlier, she had found herself in a situation she thought she had no control and a situation with a predator that I'm sure she felt powerless in his presence. After all the forensics were taken and all the authorities were done with their process, we bagged her and took her to the morgue. As we were driving back to the station, we got a call and were informed that the guy that murdered this young girl turned himself into the police. We also found out that he had another young girl with him at the time of the murder. The second young girl had witnessed the murder and really believed she was going to get the same treatment. So, the first chance she got, she broke away and ran. She got away with a cut to her head, but she lived. The predator knew she would identify him, so he went and turned himself into the police. If you take action and do it violently, aggressively, and focused on the targets to cause pain and injury, chances are you will have enough space and time to escape. If you don't take that action, then you will probably play a part in your own demise. That was the day I decided to take control and learn all I could to become good at self-protection and teach others. My martial arts journey started a long time ago. Back in the 70s, martial arts was a big deal. I started to read all I could get my hands on about karate. My grandmother managed a thrift store downtown, and across the street was a dojo with the word Kempo written across the big roll-up door. But I would sneak away to that dojo. They always had the big door open in the summer, and I would sit and watch until I got caught by my grandmother. We couldn't afford for me to take lessons, so I would just watch. I decided once I could afford it on my own, I would start to train. And about 20 years later, that's what I did. I was able to travel all through the South from NC to Louisiana to train with other people and to compete in every tournament I could afford and had the extra time to travel. Now, almost 25 years later and many bruises, knots, and sore muscles along the way, I've earned my 4th degree black belt in Kempo Karate and certified instructor's credentials. Also earned my MMA conditioning coach certification from the MMACA, bodyguard, EMT, first responder / first aid, and high-level rescue training. The cool thing about training with so many people along the way is that you learn so much from their perspective and from other martial artists and their arts. We should all be a student and learn all we can and take what we can use. That is why I formed Covert Street Warrior. People I've trained with Tilda Special Forces members, Delta members, FBI recruit, municipalities, police, nurses, and many others from every walk of life. But you don't have to go through all that hassle to learn to defend yourself, family, and friends. We live in a world of violence and surrounded by people void of moral values, with the main goal is to cause us pain and mayhem. Crime is on the rise across the country and in so many neighborhoods. Homicide rates are on the incline. Robbery and assault is making a tremendous rise. Defund the police policies and pansy district attorneys are not helping the American people. Robbery and homicide are being committed in broad daylight with no remorse. Lawlessness is running rampant. Get some training to defend yourself and your family. Now is the time. Until next time, stay safe and stand ready. Visit us at covertstreetwarrior.com. See you tomorrow.